Good morning, all of you. This is Dr. Ali. Uh, I'm here with another video. Today is 28th of July, and today's video is basically post MCCQE Part 1 examination result, which came out after 8 weeks. Usually, the result they say on their website, the result usually comes out from 6 to 8 weeks from the last day of the examination, but this time the April May result came out after 8 weeks. So I'm not sure why there was a delay, but there has to be some reason. I mean, if you focus or if you have a look at their Twitter page, a lot of people are saying the Canadian healthcare system is really getting clogged up. There are a lot of patients and less manpower. I'm not sure, maybe MCC is busy accommodating that or helping with that. Maybe that could be the reason. This is just my personal opinion. I'm not sure what is the reason behind it. So today's video is just gonna be a quick short video, and the reason behind it is that uh, I did not expect the result, and I did not expect the paper how it was, especially the April May. A lot of people have informed me that the examination was really tough, and this has happened for the very first time that I have heard from more people that they have been unsuccessful in the exam compared to the people who have said that they have made it. So this has prompted me to make some amendments in the resources that I most often refer to people. So usually what I say is, for MCCQE Part 1, what we focus on is first aid and mastering the board, and focus on QMAX question bank for the QE1. But now I think a lot of resources that people have told me are more helpful since the exam is becoming difficult. I would say it would make sense if the examination have become difficult, especially since the MCC have stopped conducting their MCCQE Part 2, which recently occurred as well. And since if you focus on MCC notice board, they have released a lot of articles stating that this could be a drawback as well, stopping MCCQE Part 2, because this might bring down the quality of doctors they are producing through their system. So it would not surprise me that they might come up with another article stating that the standard of QE1 has gone up, the difficulty level might have gone up, even though they would still remain within the realms of final year medical students. This is what they say, that the standard of this exam is according to the standard of final year medical students passing the exam in Canadian universities. But for IMGs, this might be different and more difficult, because not all IMGs who are applying for QE1 are recent grads, especially people who migrate to Canada. They do not straight away sit for this examination. Some people take roughly uh, uh, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Some of the people I know have taken over 12 years before they went for this examination. So there are a lot of different kind of people who undertake this examination. So yeah, so my point being that this examination might be going in the direction of becoming more and more difficult, and eventually the passing marks might also increase. Now it's 2 to 6, it might become higher. But anyway, the main purpose of this examination is that I'm going to tell you uh, two groups that you can two groups of resources that you can use to further improve your preparation for QE1, and do not take any more easy routes that we had. Like first aid was a very good route that I got to know a lot of people, 70% of people were passing. But now this is not the case. It has become below 50% people using a passing. So I would say you can use everybody knows you can use Toronto Notes along with the USMLE World, QBank. These two are the most safest resources, but of course they are the most difficult as well to master. I would say whenever I use Toronto Notes, I fell asleep. I mean, the content on the pages is so much that you really do not know how to master it. You just have to keep on reading, 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 and at the end of the day, I could not grasp anything. So if you can grasp, good for you. You can combine Toronto Notes with USMLE World. But let me say it again. The USMLE World question banks do not represent the MCCQE Part 1 examination questions, because those questions stem is not as long as USMLE World. So some say you practice hard, you play easy. So if you want to practice really hard, you go with USMLE World questions. You do at least 3 to 4 thousand questions of USMLE World. That means you have to repeat the QBank 2 to 3 times. And once you master answering those questions on a rapid fire way, and you're reading them quickly, you're answering them quickly, you would be great at uh, attending those QE1 questions, because they would not be that difficult on the eye, because the question stem is really short. If you know the answer, you're going to shoot straight away. On the contrary, if you are really busy and you do not have the time, you're not a fresh grad, you're working full time, these two resources would be really difficult. uh, and then on the other side, I think there is another combination you can use is, I recently got to know, is ACE question bank. The good thing about the ACE question bank is that uh, it is based on the MCC objectives. I mean, I do not have any personal experience of using that question bank. The only reason why I say so is because it's mentioned on their website, and I know somebody who have used it, and they believe that it helped them greatly to pass the exam. So this is what I would recommend you can use, and then use this question bank with another book which is written by the Canadian authors, or it is published by, it is used in Canada as well. The book they say is the roughly, then I cannot recall the exact name. The roughly the book states as, all you need to know about MCCQE Part 1 exam. I will, of course, this video is for our group members and our YouTube, Twitter, all these people. So once you're in the group, definitely these book resources would be shared in the Telegram and our Facebook, so you guys can always join us there, and you can just download everything for free. The purpose of this video is that, guys, you need to get serious. Don't take the exam lightly anymore, because this exam was a shocker for me. I expected a better result, but I did not get that kind of result. So it's kind of wake up call for all of us. We need to get more serious in the for the exam, and focus on uh, studying it, reinforcing it, and taking one step at a time, which resource and group we take. Please do not only go for the questions, you must read the theory before you do your questions. That is really, really important. Do your theory, consolidate your theory. Once you have done that, only then move on to the questions. The timing for the preparation stays the same. I would still say 3 months is more than enough to prepare for this exam, because after that you just cannot focus anymore. You got plenty of stuff on your plate, so 3 months is enough. So again, uh, two group two groups of people and resources who can follow them. So either you go with the Toronto Note USMLE World, or the ACE question bank with the all about QE1 examination book. If I was you, I would definitely take the ACE Q Bank and the all you need to know about QE1 exam, because I find it easier. The book is easier to read, even though that is mostly based on Canadian healthcare. So I mean, it's something similar. What Toronto Note tells us is also about Canadian system, so that would be easier. But again, Toronto Notes is irreplaceable, especially few chapters about public health, about ethics, and then stuff like that. Especially the pearls of Toronto Notes are really important as well. So please.